Hello everyone, and welcome to another beer review. Now, today we're doing another Wednesday video because I need to try and kind of build them up, because back from Copenhagen, I'm not going to say about it. I'll let myself in the past inform you of how it went or how it was going and everything else, because it was fresh in my mind then. And I certainly didn't hold back, but anyway. And hopefully there'll be Sunday videos. Well, it'd have to be, because I sure as I wasn't going to be buying bloody whiskey over in Copenhagen when the price is over there. And that's one thing I would say. It ain't cheap, treacle. It ain't cheap. But anyway, we're on another wonderful video today. And the whiskey of choice is, I'm going to try again and just stick with the Glenlivet, because I never really got much from it the last video I did, which was before I went to Copenhagen. So I'm going to persevere with this, pour it a proper dram the way I would normally do it, and see what I pick up on it, because it was just lacking in flavour, and it might still be lacking in flavour, but I'll be honest. And if you're wondering what it is, it's basically it's what do you call it? Glenlivet Caribbean Reserve, and apparently it's selectively finished in barrels that held Caribbean rum. There you go, marvellous, eh? But the beer we're doing today is by the Castle Rock Brewery, and it's Harvest Pale Ale, finest blonde beer. Yes, and it's 4.3 ABV, it's 500ml, can't remember, because I actually bought it before I went to Copenhagen. I've got the receipt over there actually, but I'll put all the details down below when I'm editing it. But what does it say? We're extremely proud of our Harvest Pale, which over the years has become a well-loved beer up and down the country. This multi-award winning blonde ale is brewed with a blend of the finest American hops to create a crisp citrus character with a delicious, refreshing bitterness. I bet you do. I bet you do. Can't believe that. Seriously, for God's sake. Get the hell about she knows. God. I just imagine, it just started to itch the minute I read, brewed with the finest American hops. Bastards. Right. Well, I can assure you, I've got a funny feeling, what the hell was that? The whiskey will come into play again today. Right, shall we crack it open? Oh, God. Fuck, I can smell it straight from here. This distance. Didn't smell pretty either. Christ. Right. Let's pour this bugger and see where it's going to take me. Probably to hell and back. Oh, Jesus, that's light as well. Jesus God, yeah, you can smell the hops. Moreover, you can smell the citrus. There's a little hint of cabbage as well, which is a lovely tone to have. As you can see, yeah, it's about one figurehead, and yeah, it's quite light. Again, on the camera, it's not coming across as how pale it really is in real life, so it's quite pale. In the meantime, let's... Oh, cheeky. Let's get some of this cracked in. Let's see if this will take me to Happy Town. There you go. Poured a decent amount there, look. See, nice big decent amount. wee cheeky dram. Oh, that would take me to Flavour Town. So it will. Oh, lovely chips. There we go. Oh, in a wee mixer, get all the wee oils kind of rehydrated. Lovely. Right. Shall I crack on with this beer then? or let's just say the females of the species in Copenhagen. Nothing really to write home about, by the way. You know? So if you think you're going there for a bit of titillation, forget it. You know? The only difference between them and the women in Scotland is that they're kind of normal skin colour, whereas a lot of the young women in Scotland are more kind of... well, their skin's a similar colour to Donald Trump. You know? Especially, you know, I don't know who they're kidding. I love this in Scotland, you know, you got all these young, and it's been like that for years. It's not just a new thing. It's been doing that when I was a bloody youngin', you know what I mean? They're all basically done up with a fake tan, although now I think they're fucking spraying themselves and all this type of stuff now, but previously it was all fake tan, or off to the tanning salon, you know, the solarium, you know what I mean? Go and get yourself, basically, you know, light and crispy as they call it, you know? And, you know, who are they kidding? We live in Scotland. Most of the time it's pissing. Absolutely pissing with rain. I mean, they're walking about, you know, as if like, you know, they've got permatan, you know, and you're thinking, all you just do is you stand, you're not kidding anybody, you just stand out looking like a fucking dooley, and it's not attractive. You mean, like, how's life? I've got a new bird. What's you like? Fucking orange. Oh, well done. You know. What's new in your life? How you get on with the missus? I'm getting sick of her. She's fucking starting to hurt my eyes. She's that fucking orange. You know. Fucking Jesus, she's glowing. You know, she's like something out of a Ready Break advert, you know. And that's what they're like. It's unbelievable. They walk about permanently orange, teeth all whitened and that type of stuff. They look freaky as fuck. I mean, I'll be totally honest, you meet them at fucking night, you'd shit yourself, you know what I mean? Oh, Jesus, it's human, you know what I mean? So yeah, so that's one good thing, you don't have so much of that in Copenhagen, which is quite good. So it was a relief to the eyes just for that, which is quite nice. And did I have a swally? Well, you'll have to wait and see. But I did take, where is it? I did take Little Cam as well with me. So I did. So yes, so great fun was had by nobody. Anyway, had by all, sorry, yeah. I'm stalling here, you could probably tell that. Shut the fuck up and just drink it. I know. You're quite right. Right. In for a penny, in for a pound. Probably cost more than a pound as well. Fucking hell. What? Jesus, that's a lot sweeter than I thought it was going to be. That's quite syrupy. Fucking hell. A fucking hints of candy floss, that bastard. So, seriously. That is quite sweet for a fucking golden ale. A little, I wouldn't say it's got fucking hoppy tones. It's got a little bit more earthy tones. Fucking hell, that doesn't taste particularly kind of normal. Fucking hell. That was not a good first sip. And it certainly wasn't what I was expecting. Absolutely not. Seriously. Right, let's get a swally going here, right? Where's the pintle? I'm looking for the nipple of the glass. You've never done that, no? Right, is it me? Right. You usually find during production, there's always a nipple, especially if it's a crystal glass. During production, it creates a little nipple, just a wee nodule just at the top there. And I like that because that's where you find your glasses. And you always drink the opposite of the actual nipple. You never put your mouth over the nipple. No, your finger goes over the nipple. You know, that type of thing. And yeah, it's just it's always been a tradition of mine. It's like to finger the nipple when I drink. Which sounds actually a lot more sordid than it really is. No, it is actually quite sordid, but not in a dirty way. Not in a permatanned way anyway, you know. Jesus, I wonder, no, don't even think about that, Graham. Don't even think about it. But they probably do. Anyway, let's have a sip of this and see if it tastes of something more than it did the last time. Smell wise, still the same kind of similar smell I remember, just kind of slightly kind of, slight kind of sugar cane kind of tones. You know. Right. It is, it's got that kind of slight, like, kind of golden syrup kind of feel to it. It's a decent level of sweetness for a Scotch whisky. I mean, I'm not saying it's sweet, but there's a decent level of sweetness. I would probably say the levels of sweetness are up to the same kind of levels as what you would expect from a Central Belt blended whisky, you know, the sherry cask brigade boys, you know what I mean, that type of stuff, you know, the ones that are kind of overly done with the sherry cask nonsense, you know. I think probably you find the sweetness is probably quite similar to White Mackay there, is it? It's there, aye. So yeah, I might actually do a comparison one day on video if anybody gives a shit. So if you want to see that, let us know down below. Or don't bother, depends how you feel, you know what I mean? You know, don't exert yourself for fuck's sake, you know. Yeah. Tastes more like a single malt with a teaspoon of golden syrup fired into it, you know what I mean? There's 5 millilitres of golden syrup in every bottle. Yeah, it doesn't actually taste of fuck all, really. They're saying tropical tones. I mean, what the fuck are they saying, tropical tones? You think they're trying to get fucking bananas or passion fruit off a fucking sugar cane? Because, I don't know, this is the idea where people seem to think that, yeah, there was certain jiggery pokery going on in the rum world if you were getting kind of banana tones and that type of stuff, and trust me, most of them were actually esters. It weren't actually fruity things. Now, one of the things with esters is it actually evaporates faster than fucking alcohol, so esters really do fuck off quite quickly. So at the end of the day, if you've got esters, I just hit that bloody mic, so you've probably heard it with oh, you bastard, my ears, if you've got headphones in. One of the things is the case is though that with esters they do evaporate very quickly because the vapour is actually lighter than the alcohol, so they usually get pushed up quite quickly. So if you've got esters sitting in a barrel, trust me, they're not going to be there for long. And if you put basically fresh alcohol in there to try and draw and you kind of flavour out, yeah, the esters aren't going to be drawn out because they've probably fucked off ages ago, and if not, anything that is drawn out would just fuck off quite quickly anyway. So the esters have to be really done from the fermentation side, not from, you know, oh, well, let's see if they'll mix together. So yeah, and that's where you used to get kind of slight banana tones and things like this. Although saying that, some cheaper rums did obviously use bananas in the production and everything else, but the majority of them were basically done from basically the burnt embers of the sugar manufacturing process, you know, that type of thing, which was the normal thing. It's okay, but I actually find it quite bland. It really is quite bland. I would not recommend the Glenlivet Caribbean Reserve, because to be totally honest, there's nothing there. Let me just say, there's a good example is you've got an Islay malt that's available in Aldi, and I think there's one available in Lidl, and they're quite similar. There are some differences, but they're quite similar. And you'd be better, I think they're about 17, 18 quid, and you'd be better to go and buy that than this. I mean, this is about 25, 26 quid or something. Well, I got it on the kind of reducer price, probably closer to 30 under normal kind of circumstances. And if they're in Scotland, it'll be probably even more than that because of the minimum pricing bollocks. But I'll be totally honest, you'd be better off going to buy an Islay malt from Aldi or Lidl. It's got more flavour and more to it than that. That's just kind of bland and kind of tasteless. It's sweeter than you would expect a malt to be, and yeah, it's just kind of lacking, which is a surprise. Anyway, now we've kept the Glenlivet in the bowls, let's go to this one. Fucking hell, still as bad. Right, Jesus. Imagine a blonde ale being sweeter than it needs to be, and then as it comes into the mid-tongue, you just get these kind of earthy tones. You're not getting, I don't know what's happened, I think the hops has fucking failed in some way, but you're not getting all these citrus hops and new world kind of, flavours. You're just getting a real kind of dirty earthiness, you know. And yeah, there's no bitterness, there's nothing really at the back end. It's just sweetness and earthiness is the two main flavours. I'm not really picking up malt, I'm not really picking up grain. To the point is it actually tastes as if it's kind of how would you say, concocted rather than brewed. As if like they've taken a standard beer and they've just added kind of God knows what to it just to try and make a concoction. It doesn't taste natural, especially from the sweetness point of view, because it doesn't taste that sweetness has come from the malt, because there isn't enough malt flavour there to say that that level of sweetness is there, which tells me it's added sugar. And we're not talking about added sugar during fermentation, we're talking about added sugar afterwards, you know, before bottling. And the earthiness, I just feel that it's a bit of a skanky brew, to be totally honest. It's not a particularly clean fermentation, and it's picked up, you know, kind of slightly earthy flavours that. The fuck did it? I will look it up and I'll put it down below. I wonder what fucking awards it won, because it says it's award winning. The multi award winning blonde ale. What fucking shit bastards are fucking giving this an award? Seriously, with the fucking earthy tones. Oh, see if you basically give an award. What they should do is, whichever award it is, if you're awarded whatever, you should list the names of the judges that actually voted for it. They should be revealed. So, you know what I mean? And I think that'd be a bit different. I think it's a case of the names were basically put forward as, well, this won an award and and it was these buggers that actually voted for it. I think that'd be a different fucking story. I think it's a case of a lot of the awards would fucking change very quickly. And I can assure you, certain beers would not be winning awards anymore, you know, that kind of stuff. If they had to basically, you know, well, it's you bugger, eh? You voted for this shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think if they had to take the responsibility and their names and faces were put out there, I think the whole kind of the award system would certainly change very, very quickly. Because I think there's a lot of dubiousness going on. I think there's beers that are winning awards, you're thinking, how the fuck did that win an award? I mean, I can't really break down the flavours of this because there only is really two flavours, sweetness and earthiness. But Jesus, that's fucking waffle. Oh God, that really is quite sweet. I honestly don't know how the hell that won an award. It is, especially in the mid-tongue. It's so kind of sweet, you're getting slightly kind of candy floss tones, bordering on maybe light toffee apple. And And I'm sorry, malt does not give you fucking candy floss fucking tones. Maybe a little bit of course toffee or toffee apples, but certainly not that. And I think the only reason you're getting slight light toffee apple tones is because the earthiness is starting to kind of cross over and kind of mix in with the sweetness flavours, and it's just kind of causing confusion. The finest blonde beer, I said fuck. Fucking seriously not. Right, what would I give this beauty out of 10? God, I'm lurching for a whiskey that's got no flavour. I mean, seriously. This is probably the worst one I've had on a Wednesday video, so this is dreadful. So that's 2 videos I've had. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Maybe try it with the wife, see if she likes it. The wife, she's a Bell's drinker, so she knows fuck all about whiskey. Although in saying that though, it's nice that she drinks whiskey and that type of stuff, you know what I mean? She's not a white wine drinker and all this kind of noncy-poncy piss, you know what I mean? So yeah, another glass of fucking, Lambrini. It used to be Lambrusco when I was younger, but now it's Lambrini, you know. Oh, here's a wee kind of tip, by the way. I bought some wine for my sister. The oldest one, the one that's got the plumber on tour, you know what I mean? John, the nice guy that keeps giving me nice beer and that type of stuff. And sorts out my sister's plumbing, especially because of the age here. 10 years apparently. I'm not going to mention her age and that type of stuff, but I'm coming 52 my next birthday, and there's always 10 years between me and her. But I didn't mention her age. But yeah, what was I going to say? Jesus, I'm getting to that age now, I've just forgot what I was going to say. But yeah. So yeah, to get round about it, yeah, I bought her some. She was helping me out, sorting out my teeth again. You know what I mean? Just trying to make me look as kind of normal rather than attractive. People say, oh, try to look attractive. Wait the fuck, love. You know what I mean? Just I'm hoping for fucking normal, acceptable. You know what I mean? No, don't scare the children kind of look. But yeah, so as a wee thank you, I thought I'll buy her a couple of bottles of wine. So I bought her 2 bottles of rosé. One was a big fancy bottle. It was Kylie, and Kylie Minogue, by the way. Don't think it was fucking that hairy bastard from Marilyn, basically, you know, doing an anniversary tribute to his fucking song. That was Kaylee, by the way, just in case you thought, no fucking Kylie, it was I knew that. I just trying to get it catches it. Anyway, so it was Kylie Minogue. She's got a wine out there, a rosé, and it's all fancy bottles and all that type of stuff, and it was quite impressive looking. And I thought, right, as a contrast, what other celebrity wines is there out there? I've started so finish. I found one from Galliballo, and it was absolutely plain as fuck. The packaging, the bottle, the whole lot, it was just plain as fuck. It was like some backdoor fucking vineyard in the back end of nowhere. Excuse me. And I just thought, well, that'd be interesting. So I said, so there you go. So they're both roughly about the same price. One's all fancy down, look at that, look at the packaging, fancy bottle, oh, look at this, Kylie Minogue. And one, plain as fuck, Gary Barlow. Tell me which one's the best. And then I left it, and I hadn't seen her for a couple of weeks, and then there's a case I was back down, and she kind of informed me. And it was quite funny. So the old fancy Dan Kylie, oh, looked fancy, what a wonderful looking product, looked great on the shelf and everything else, you know, come to me, Papa, you know, that type of thing. It was shit. Gary Barlow, plain as fuck, which of course he is actually, and he's an ugly bastard, that type of stuff. I mean, seriously. I mean, if you put Gary Barlow next to me, I could actually look fucking not too bad, you know what I mean, presentable actually, you know. Maybe even somebody that some blind woman would take a chance with. But, no, fuck it, seriously, it's bad enough with ones that can see. I don't think I could go with some bastard that couldn't see. You look like, shut up for fuck's sake, I've already told you, for fuck's sake. I thought you were blind, no fucking stupid with a memory problem. Alzheimer's, is it? You know what I mean? You know, I don't have a good bedside manner. But yeah, Gary Barlow wine, far, far better. So there you go, it says a lot. Plain as fuck, same price. Fancy as fuck, same price. What's in the bottle is shit. So they spent more on the packaging than what's inside the bottle, and that's what counts. Whereas the old Gally Barlow, old ugly bastard himself, you know, old, ooh, you know what I mean? Ooh, Robbie screwed me. Not in that way. Although you probably could have done. Anyway, let's not go there. Oh, Gary Barlow. Shit, plain bottle. But where it counts, it's where the money's been spent. Better wine. So there you go. So if you've got ladies out there that like a little bit of kind of light rosy wine and a wee bit of steer them towards the Gally Barlow and steer them away from the old Kylie if they want to go down that route and that type of stuff. And they're not overly expensive. They're roughly about a tenner a bottle. I should have got a fucking Kylie bottle, shouldn't I? Anyway, could have got a few at that price. But yeah, so out of 10, what would I give this? Fucking hell. Oh, it should be in court. It's that fucking bad. Should be up their charge, officer. That's just piss. It's just, I don't know what that's supposed to fucking taste like. I honestly really don't. It doesn't taste natural, it tastes manufactured, it tastes concocted. I mean, I will look it up and I'll put it down below, but I honestly don't know how the hell that won a fucking award. Seriously, it's shit. It's just fucking shit. And who the fuck is voting for that to give it an award? I mean, they should list the fucking names and put their fucking pictures up, seriously. Bastards are criminals giving that an award. Just sugary piss. Right, Harvest Pale, the wonderful Harvest Pale. Out of 10, I would give it 1. And it's for the bottle. Yeah, 1, it's just shit. It's just rubbish. I don't know how the fuck that won an award. I'd want a recount if I was any of the people there. The fuck did that win an award? It's shit. I mean, maybe it's absolutely superbly wonderful if it's in cash, but in bottle it's just utter piss. 1 out of 10. I don't know. And they've made it with apparently the finest American hops. There's no fucking taste of American hops there or New World hops at all. There's no citrus bursts or anything, which I'm quite happy about, but there's, you know what I mean? But you would expect to get that, and just not there. It's just shit. I mean, this is as bit as disappointing as this. Christ, the two of them, they should get married. Would it? You know what I mean? I wouldn't do that. Seriously, I just wouldn't. Go against the grain. Anyway. Yeah, so it's a 1 out of 10. It's 4.3%, 500ml. Whatever it costs, it's probably too fucking much. Would I recommend it? Would I bollocks? Would I like to meet the people that actually voted for it to win an award? Absolutely, so I could shoot them. Absolutely, because they deserve to be shot, because something dubious is going on. If that's won an award, then I've got to ask questions, what the fuck is going on? Is it really that corrupt now? Is this what happens? I mean, I expected there was a certain level of corruption, but seriously, if a beer like that has won an award, or awards or whatever, then obviously the corruption's a lot worse than I thought. So there you go. So anyway, thanks for watching. Cheers, and bye for now.